Okay, we're going to start recording here. Sharing screens, getting started, showing the presentation. All right. So thank you for joining us today. My name is Jessica Johnson, and I work with Capital Performance Group. We cater to financial brands all over the country and offer consulting services of a myriad of different types. One of the really exciting things that Mark and myself have been working on over the past 90 days is interviewing CMOs from different banks just to find out what's going on, what are they feeling, what are they experiencing, and we've got a lot of great insights that we want to share with you today. So I'm going to jump in. Mark, do you want to do a quick intro?
Sure. Hi, I'm Mark Gibson. I've been with CPG for a little over 4 years, and prior to that, I was a CMO for financial institutions for about 20 years, ranging from about 1 billion to 50 billion in assets.
That's great. And I was with First Republic Bank for about 5 years. I spent a majority of my time leading the demand gen function of the business, trying to bring in new student loan refinancing clients, onboard them, and then keep them as lifelong clients. I did my MBA from Babson College not too long ago, and really excited to join CPG as of 3 months. So we're going to jump in to not make this too long. The exciting part about this is there's 7 trends. We're going to go over 3 today. The next 4 we will do next week, so you guys can join us for that as well. You might be familiar with this map. This is from the New York Times as of today. There's a lot of new spikes in cases. All 50 states are reopened, but they're doing it in different ways. And we're still seeing a huge influx of different states pulling back on sort of how they reopen and what they do. There's a huge rise that we're seeing in states like Florida. And so what's really interesting about this is through this experience of people being at home and really spending a majority of their time online, they're consuming media at a more rapid rate, and it's absolutely differently than they've ever done before. Those that maybe didn't watch YouTube videos are consuming them very rapidly, consistently, from all generations. We're also seeing different channels being adopted by big brands like TikTok, as well as sort of just a general focus on brand and video engagement. So it's a huge opportunity for financial brands to really jump into this mix and have the right messaging.
Great. Thanks, Jessica. So these are the 3 trends we'll talk about today. And so I'll start with the first one. Digital offerings become mission critical. And again, this is pretty familiar for most of you, I'm sure, is that with branches either closed or limited service, consumers and business owners were forced in many cases to adopt digital channels, digital technologies that they may have resisted in the past. And they're not in a hurry to get back into the branch or really to any public space. So this has big implications for financial marketers to really leverage these digital channels and to promote them and to maximize penetration of them over the next few months. The second big trend we're seeing is financial institutions doubling back to reinforce brand awareness and to build awareness of and commitment to their brand purpose. And we've seen 2 things really impact that over the past 90 days. The first one, of course, is COVID, and many community organizations doubling down on their commitment to PPP. We have one of our clients here, BNB Bank in Long Island, featured, but they, as well as many other community banks, focused on not just meeting the needs of their customers, but also opening up to non-customers who may have been struggling to get assistance with their own financial institutions. So this has been a real opportunity for these community banks to build some brand awareness around that, making that commitment to their community tangible. The other example here is with George Floyd and the social justice and the protests. We've seen really an unprecedented outpouring of commitment and statements from senior leaders in the financial industry. This highlights Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase, of course.
Great. So I'll pop in here. So this is really exciting for us. I think 90 days ago, we thought, oh, that's it. Marketing budgets are going to be completely cut. And the exciting piece is we're hearing from CMOs who are partnering with executive leadership to really put together plans and strategies to continue 2020, campaigns that were planned, continuing to review and relook at products that may need to get resized or retooled. For 2021, we're hearing a lot about a focus of obviously marketing analytics and improving targeting, but really investing today so that you can really do better demand gen tomorrow. And that's been really exciting to see with almost all of the 15 institutions or 20, we stopped counting, that we've spoken to over the last 90 days. So one of the really exciting pieces of this journey with CPG and kind of building out demand gen is we now have some areas of focus. We're now focused on helping financial institutions build their digital demand and actual programs, come up with new campaigns, whether they're brand focused or bottom of funnel, sort of product focus. We're reviewing 2020 plans to see if there's any room for execution based on how consumers are feeling. And then we also are helping different financial brands come up with what's 2021 going to look like? What's your roadmap? We get asked a lot to assist because we're industry or agency agnostic to help with agency selection because it's a big, arduous process. And then finally, marketing technology. What's the roadmap? What are you investing in? Those are all areas that we're helping clients right now. Stay tuned for next week. You'll hear 4 more, and Mark will finish off the slides.
Great. Thanks, Jessica. So we'd be happy to share in more detail what we're hearing from our financial services CMO clients. Obviously, we're just touching the tip of the iceberg here, so feel free to reach out to us. And we're really excited to cover the 4 remaining trends next week. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you for joining us.